Also to encourage them, because a defeat becomes a defeat when you accept it in your mind.
Jambo great people. Yes, this is another exciting episode where we are here to talk to you, interact with you, and also share some wisdom. And I know most of you have waited for this moment, and asanteni sana for always tuning in. You are always tuning in, commenting, creating watch parties. We are so grateful. But before tuanze kuingia into our today's topic and we start that interaction, today allow me to introduce our able mentor, none other than George Wachiuri, one and only servant. Karibu sana.
Thank you, DJ Covenant.
How are you?
Thank you, our viewers. We are very humbled to be here this evening, and the weather is amazing. I've been fantastic, and I thank God for the gift of life. Yes.
I know people are waiting for our today's topic, and today's topic it's an interesting topic, and I'm also all ears waiting also to hear turning defeat into dividends. Let's dive into our topic. Why that topic, Mr. George?
Wow, this is a very interesting topic, DJ Covenant, turning defeat into dividends. Because I say that life is a contest. Life is like a marathon. And I know that our listeners, our viewers, me personally, you as DJ Covenant, we know that in life, the years that God has given us, there are many times we have experienced defeat. There are many times we have felt like giving up. There are many times that we are crushed. We are subdued. We are prevailed over. You know, we are trounced, you know, and you feel a certain feeling that is not very interesting. And that's why this topic is very interesting, especially to inspire the people who are listening to us and also to encourage them. Because a defeat becomes a defeat when you accept it in your mind. Defeat is only defeat when you accept it in your mind. And I'm so happy that this afternoon, this evening, you know, we are going to discuss on how we can be able to manage these kind of feelings and how we can turn this defeat into dividends. Thank you, DJ Covenant.
What are these common feelings? Someone is now, hey, Mr. George, what are these common feelings that you're talking about?
Well, when you have a defeat, you know, atmosphere, there are three things that happen, and one of them is that you know, you feel like bouncing back is impossible. You feel that you have done this particular thing and you have been totally unable to prevail over, and there's that feeling, internal feeling that you cannot be able to do it again. You know, there's that feeling, and of course, as we say that. When you feel that kind of a feeling, don't accept it. Number two, there's another feeling that comes, that it is so easy to give up, to duck out. You want to give up and say, enough is enough. The world is against me, and you want to give up. And that's a kind of a feeling. It's normal. And for our viewers, when you feel such a feeling, it is normal. When you're experiencing defeat, when you're experiencing frustration, when you're experiencing that everything is not working on your favor or to your favor, is a normal feeling. And then number three, feeling that you experience is that you know, you get overwhelmed emotionally. You know, emotionally you are overwhelmed, and everybody who is surrounding you or around you, you feel these guys don't understand my feelings, and that is normal when you're experiencing defeat in your life or frustrations or the feeling of you have given up. Yes.
Wow, excellent.
Yes.
What should one do when completely defeated?
Wow, when you are there and you are completely down, you are completely defeated, I'll share with you three things that I have personally done when I was in that particular situation of a defeat. Not three things, maybe a bonus one, four things. And one of the things is to focus on the next step, not the destination. Because when you focus on the destination, definitely the energy will go down. There are people who come to this particular project and they are told the plot here at Garden of Joy is 1.295. They focus on the destination. They say, hey, Nagilai, wait a minute. 1.295, will I get this particular money? They are focusing on the destination. They should focus on the step. They should ask, Nagilai, what should I do? Nagilai will tell them, only, how much do you have? Pay only 200. And then start the journey for a year, for 6 months, for 8 months, for 18 months. And then by the end of the day, because time must pass, by the end of a year or 2 years, you have already finished paying of your property. So focus on the first step. Let me address those young men who want to get families. They focus on the stories they hear, the destination, that having a family in Nairobi is not easy. You are going to be defeated. And they say, I don't want to get married. Hata wakiona msichana wanapotea, DJ Covenant. They run away. because they are focusing at the destination. They should focus on the next step. The next step is to propose.
Fire.
You say, will you marry me? A yes or a no. Remember, when you don't ask, the answer remains a no. And you get a no, don't feel defeat. Rise up and try next door. The next door could be a golden door. DJ Governor,
yes, I'm listening. I'm listening.
The next door should be the golden door. The same with our own life.
Wow.
That always we focus on the next step, not the destination. And then I also tell our people, it is better a slow progress than no progress at all. It is better a slow progress than no progress. Today people say, George, me have no money to invest. You better start small than not starting. You better make a decision than not making a decision at all. Because that is defeat. Wow. Number 2, DJ Covenant.
Aye.
Number 2, how do you cope or how do you overcome this defeat? What do you do when defeat knocks at your door? Number 2, look at the bright side of life. Look at the bright side. The bright side. Look at it. This defeat that is coming, what is it saying? What decisions must you make so that not every defeat that comes to kill you? Sometimes the defeat comes to make you better. The defeat comes to show, to have some reflection about your life. So it is not all gloom and doom. Number 3, DJ Covenant.
Yes.
Number 3, prove your doubters wrong.
Wow.
And I know our people, maybe there are some times that people have doubted you. There are people who say, DJ Covenant cannot make it. There are people who said, Jerry cannot be able to buy any property within Nairobi metropolis. People have doubted you. And for you to cope, or what you need to do to overcome this, is to prove these people wrong. And as you prove them wrong, do something. You know, I remember one time I went for an interview and I did not make it. So I felt the feeling of defeat. But I asked myself, are there things I did that were wrong? And I decided to be bold and call that particular human resource and ask, what was my mistake? And I was told the mistake. When I was told, talk about yourself, I started fabbling. That's how I failed. And I learned something, that you can use defeat to make yourself better. So prove your doubters wrong. So as you prove them wrong, it is you are doing it to yourself, not to them. Because when you are better, you become better for yourself. Wow. Number 5, number 4, the last one. Accept that now is the time to make a difference.
Wow.
Accept. Yes, you are defeated, but it is the time to make that change. Don't wallow there with self-pity, because many times we kill our hearts because of self-pity. It's the time to move to the next step.
Hey,
thank you, DJ Covenant.
There you go.